On the 28th of April 2021, history was made. It was the first time ever that a Premier League match was paused to allow Muslim players to break their fast during Ramadan. It was a move praised by fans around the world and by the players themselves. With the holy month approaching, we're taking a look at what it's like to be a footballer during Ramadan. Hello there and welcome to Football Now from Doha. My name is Samashu. Ramadan. It is one of the most widely practiced traditions in the world. Over 1.5 billion Muslims observe a fasted diet over a period of 30 days. This means not consuming food or liquid between sunrise and sunset. Now, this can be a challenge for athletes who rely on a consistent diet for energy. The Ramadan dates change annually. Now, this year, it's taking place around April the 2nd to May the 2nd, depending on the position of the moon, which also happens to be the penultimate month of the football season.
It's a very friendly month. It's a month where we get together a lot. Obviously, we fast throughout the day, and in the night we have evening prayers where a lot of us, pray together. So it's a chance for us to get really close to obviously our Lord, as we believe, Allah, but also as a community as well, as a Muslim community together, just to get together and settle up, put all the differences aside. So
we know what Ramadan is and when it takes place, but it's also important to know just why Muslims fast during this holy month. It's ordained in verse 183 of the Quran. Those taking part are encouraged to reflect on themselves and their character, to be more patient and to carry out more acts of kindness. Let's now look at other times that footballers have broken their fast whilst playing. In 2018, Tunisia's World Cup team used a clever way to fight fatigue. Goalkeeper Muaz Hassan's teammates brought on water and dates at sundown. 6 minutes later, they equalised against Portugal. The year after that, Hakim Ziyech and Nusayr Mazrouri broke their fast during the Champions League semi-final. The pair waited until the 24th minute of the match and refuelled with energy gels. But it seemed to work for Ziyech too, who scored the second goal in the 2019 Champions League semi-final. And in Turkey, 10 minutes into Ankara's match against Giresunspor, an injury meant that Ankara's Muslim players were given the opportunity to eat bananas and dates at the appropriate time. The video went viral on Twitter and was watched over 3 million times. So, as we have seen then, English and Turkish matches have been paused for the players, but just how likely is it that other leagues will follow?
This is a very good sign of what they are doing. So this will indirectly send a good message. It will unite the football fans around the world, and it is a very good gesture. I also believe that it's going to be very good in the future.
Let's now talk about diet. We know that sportsmen and women are required to maintain healthy, consistent plans to play at the top level. So just how much of a challenge is playing professional football during Ramadan?
So 80% of the Muslim athletes reported that their endurance performance is reduced. And 70% of the athletes said that their mental concentration gets reduced. And 60% of the athletes reported their sleep quality is going to reduce and sleep time is going to be reduced. So this is what the athletes themselves reported regarding the effect of Ramadan fasting on performance.
So those are some of the challenges faced during Ramadan. How then are the players adapting to their regimes to cope with the demands of the top-level sport?
They are advised to keep their diet balanced by consuming around 10 to 16 grams of carbohydrate per day and per kilogram of body mass, 1.2 to 1.6 or 7 grams of proteins per day and per kilogram of body mass. Concerning the lipids, they should keep the normal proportion, 20 to 30, 35% of the energy intake. It's important to keep the balanced diet as I just described, but also to take into account their personal preferences and their culture.
We know that fasting, it's not easy. Restricting ourselves from not drinking any water, eating any food for up to like 16, 17, 18 hours in the day. So obviously it is very challenging on the physical side, but obviously mentally as well. In terms of playing football, obviously it's not easy, like I said, but it's doable.
Well, this year has seen a breakthrough moment when it comes to Islam and football. One of the world's biggest video games, EA Sports' FIFA, has for the first time created an advert to raise awareness for South Asian and Muslim footballers.
So the Midnight Ramadan League is a 7-a-side football tournament that takes place over 4 weeks of Ramadan. It takes place on the weekends, Fridays and Saturdays. So the idea behind it was to target an audience that were fasting, observing Ramadan, put it on weekends, Friday and Saturdays. They could have their 18-19 hours of fasting, break their fast, go do their prayers, and then get a bit of exercise in and play football. And it's, again, it's open to everyone. The Muslim community is open to anyone and anywhere in the world. And I'm sure the communities and other countries will pick up on it and adapt it and utilise the game of football in the best way possible.
We'll finish today's episode by highlighting some of the inspirational footballing figures observing this holy month. MohamedSalah, Karim Benzema, Riyad Mahrez, Paul Pogba and Zinedine Zidane are just some of those inspiring the future generation of footballers. And with the sport finally starting to make changes, let's hope we see more Muslim players than ever before. Do let us know your thoughts using the hashtag FootballNowRamadan. We wish you a Ramadan Kareem.